are you?
I was trying to tell you not to do that. There are gentler ways to remove duct tape. I had a mark for 3 days the last time an idiot just ripped it off like that. I have very delicate skin. Why would I be afraid? You're rescuing me, aren't you? Good. And you took care of the kidnappers? They're all dead? Yes, that's fine. Can you take my blindfold off? I'd like to see what's going on. Yes, my eyes are still closed. I suppose you haven't been blindfolded much. If you're in the dark for too long, it's easier to ease yourself into the light. I'll open them properly in a minute. Now cut the ropes, will you? They're beginning to chafe, and my shoulders are killing me. Thank you. Still bright, but at least I can see. I assume my father sent you. No? Are you looking for a reward then? I'm sure Father will be generous when you bring me home. If you aren't hired by my family, and you aren't looking for money, then why are you here? You think you're in love with me? I do tend to have that effect on people. Don't let it go to your head. It'll pass. What do you even know about me? I'm an heiress. I'm pretty. Maybe I smiled at you once. That's all it takes, usually. People are so shallow. Well, of course I give back to the community. But that's only money, and it's all Father's funds. Everyone in our circles makes those kind of donations. Of course I treat my half-brother well. He's only 7, and it's hardly his fault our father is a cad. Technically, the staff are the ones feeding those cats. You have photos of me personally rescuing kittens from a storm drain. Well, what was I supposed to do, ignore them? Oh, you have a lot of photos of me doing things like that. That's quite the collection. You're worse than the tabloids. I know you had good intentions, but you did escalate things unnecessarily when you arrived. There's no real danger in situations like this, as long as you pay. And Father always pays. Starting a shootout was significantly more risky than waiting for the drop-off. I could have been hurt. What do you mean you didn't start a shootout? You don't have a gun? Of course you have a gun. 3 men are dead on the floor with bullet wounds. You reflected the bullets. With your sword. That sounds implausible. All right, I suppose I believe you. How did you find me, anyway? Were you there when I was attacked? There's no need to apologize. My existing security was absolutely useless, and in theory, he should have been on guard. I certainly wouldn't expect you to pop out from wherever you were hiding and fight off 6 men. I'm surprised you were even able to follow us in your car. If you don't have a car, then how did you manage to find me and get here so quickly? You clung to the top of the van while we were speeding down a highway for at least an hour. I don't care what kind of gloves you have. It's absurd. No, I do not want a demonstration. Why would you ever? Look, we need to leave before the other 3 men come back, and they're already dead. I suppose I'll tell Father to send a car to pick us up then, and to make another sizable donation to the local police department. No, there's no need for you to flee the scene. Father wouldn't let them arrest you after you did a favor for our family. I expect he'll want to hire you. My old bodyguard's dead. Or he'll wish he was, after Father gets through with him. Are you interested in a job? You would do it for free. Don't be absurd. Of course we'll pay you. And don't let my father hear you say that. He'd happily take advantage of your enthusiasm. You would die for me. That's probably for the best, since it seems to happen to my security more often than not. Bring me my phone. It's in my bag at the far table. I would fetch it myself, but I'm not entirely certain I can stand. I believe I may have sprained my ankle when they took me. I tried to run, and my heel got caught in a sewer grate. Perhaps I should start wearing athletic clothes to class, like the other girls at my university. Father would be displeased, but if I frame it as a security issue... Ah, thank you. Could you help me to the door as well? Or you could pick me up without warning. No need to put me down. You could be slightly less happy about it, but this is fine. Just make sure you set me on my feet before the driver gets here.
For this particular script, I just really leaned into the anime tropes. And chiming in with a shout out to Ilya the Pretentious for their Ko-fi donation. If you ever want to donate, the link is always in the description.